Mr. Questions. Harry, you want to take us through the first one?
Okay, from That's Rugby Mate. How will the Reds manage 4 fly halves this year, Nelson?
Poorly. Look, I think there's going to be some...
I think they're just not going to have 4.
Yeah, they're not going to have 4. Look, I love Vola. I don't see him getting starts. He might be in a 23 jersey or 22 jersey at times. I think Carter Gordon, for me, should be the number 1 if he's fit and raring and ready to go, which it looks like he is. And I think Lyon is your number 2. So I think those two will share a bit. You know, you might get a bit of McLaughlin Phillips, or we might, if there's something crazy out there, we might see Carter Gordon playing a bit of 12. He's expressed that he would happily do it. He's got a bit of size about him, and it could be something that we might see. By some, he's leaving next year, you know. But I think it's Liner and Gordon fighting it out.
And do we still leave the door open at the Waratahs for mid-season transfers? If they want to send us any teams,
yes, mate, we'll take.
Happy to take them. Is that,
yes.
At what point do we? Is there any cut-off or just last?
I've heard rumours that Jack Dipperson is going to the Reds. Not true. Those rumours.
Bowen's going to probably leave soon.
Yeah, look, I think to keep it simple, you're going to have the 2 top guys playing 10, and you might see Carter Gordon get a couple of runs at 12. That's how I think it'll go, and that'll be it.
That's like what I said.
And I think it's just a shame for Harry McLaughlin Phillips. Just unlucky, victim of circumstance.
He should be released to the task.
It was poor planning, but that's what happens, I guess, when you don't have a...
Mate, it's not poor planning. There's things that happen that they couldn't predict.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And Carter Gordon, it was very clear he only wanted to be in Queensland. So.
Yeah.
Which sucks for us.
Yep.
From Mitch Evans, at Mitch Evans 94, long-term friend of the pod.
Yep.
Which players, if any, do you see value in getting 2 of the same position from the same team in the event of not knowing who starts? For example, taking Eklund and Slater as you're unsure who starts between the 2.
Mate,
I'm going to go ahead and say this is much easier to pull up as we go through them because there's so many potential options.
Yeah.
The other one that, to me, I thought was really good that I wasn't going to tell you guys about, but here we are, is Folau Fakatava and Dylan Pledger. I thought both could score really well as fantasy players, and rotating the 2 of them might be really nice.
mate, you want Pledger on your team. If he gets a start, so if you've got Fakatava and you're not picking Pledger up, I think it's pretty wild.
What about Gordon and Liner?
Isn't that going to make it interesting for the draft though? The sniping tactics of not letting someone get both, because there'll be people going into the draft going, I'll just lock down both. And,
look, I mean,
mess that up for them, you know.
It's not a silly competition to do that in. You know, URC, it's complicated. They're rotating everyone left, right, and centre. There's 3-4 blokes filling spots. This, you pick those 2 if there's 2 first choices, and you know they both can score, and it's a safe option early in the season.
All right, so we're gonna touch on that as we go. Hey.